Today's session is going to talk about standard reports. And by standard reports, I mean not custom. Essentially, the reports that come right out of the box for you to point, click, and run. We'll talk about that a little bit. There are 4 or 5 major categories to kind of talk about. We'll talk about 2 or 3 of them here on this video and show you how to run those reports, schedule those reports, etc. We'll go to that point. First things first, go to tags. Let's start with an agent-based report. Here at the top, let's set all the agent type level reports. I can go here to agent call summary. This has been run in the past. You can tell here that November 20th to November 24th. I can see all the information for all the agents listed by agents. You see the columns to kind of see the information, and then of course the summary in the top. Now, if I want to configure this from scratch, I can go up here to the date range, select the agents in question that I want to see for. Now, notice that there's a roles and an agents option. Roles is essentially the groups, or rather skills, the agents are a part of. It makes it way more efficient to select just the skills here, and it selects all the agents within those skills versus going through and selecting individual agents like that. So roles I highly recommend, but that's an agent-based report. Once that's run, you just click apply. It runs it here in the background here. Once you have the report run, you come here to the top and click download. Download it in PDF or Excel, by far the most common, but you also have HTML, JSON, or CSV. Let's go to the next type of report. In this case, let's talk about skills. Skill-based report, very similar to what we have for the agent-based report. It's just going to look at it on a skill level. Here's a summary report right here. This one was previously run for just GP appointments, and that's all. But just like the agent report, I come up here and I can go ahead and click the skills in question and run it for those skills. And for the last one, let's talk about a time-based report. Time interval. And here you go. Call volume is actually a very important one. Now this one's a bit different from the standpoint of configuration. I go up here to the top right-hand side and I can categorize it by hours of day per row, minutes of hour per row, etc., etc. All I gotta do is change this here. Let's say, every 3 hours of day per row. Okay, every 3 minutes per row if you wanted to, and then of course select the skill in question. Many customers find the time-based report very, very telling to understand what's happening any given hour of the day. If my agents are answering calls more readily during the 1 o'clock hour versus the 12 o'clock hour, staffing needs, things like that. It's very critical data. The last thing to point out here, back on the main page, you go here to the top right-hand side and say manage schedules, or go individual reports if you like. Let's say abandoned calls, and I'll go ahead and say schedule. I can give it a name, email address. If you want to add multiple people to this email address, separated by a comma, as you see right here. I can select the format in which I want to send it out as, and the delivery date. What day do I actually want to receive this report? Clearly there's daily, hourly, day of week, weekly, or monthly. I'll stick with daily and do every single day. Next. Now this gives you an option to go through and select more than one report. So if you want to have multiple reports under a single schedule, then you can do that. I'm just going to have it for this one report and click next. And then I'm going to configure it. Kind of like how we did when we run these reports manually, except I'm doing this in an automated way. So typically I want to have the skill in which I want to run this by, let's say these 3 skills, and click apply, and then click finish. Just like that, it shows up with the rest of the reports. So I can go here and change the schedules, or make adjustments to what I want to do as far as the skill, the agent, the time, or really just the report in general. I have the option to manage this right here.